Pound cake. All right. Ooh. There we go. So, show a couple ways to play this son bitch. You can pick yours. So, start out doing it this way here. Grabbing the E5 on the 7th fret of the A string. Grab a full son bitch. Grab the 9th frets of your D and G also. So we'll be pulling off that 9th fret of the D string down to the 7th fret of the D string. Right? Okay. Come up here, grab a fucking A major chord, go open G. Grabbing the 9th fret of G, 10th fret of B, 9th fret of E. And open D. Alright. Hitting that 3 times. Come down here. Grab the 7th frets of D, G, and B. Open E. Maybe even open A too. So yeah, grab open A also. Open A, 7th frets of D, G, and B. Open E. 3 hits on that son of a gun too. Alright, I'm going to just move that major shape there from the A down to G. Alright, we're hitting these 3 times each time. What's that, 5? Alright, anyway, so this last one here, we're going from the 7th fret of G, 8th fret of D, 7th fret of E, right? 7th frets of G and E, 8th fret of D or B, G chord. I'm just gonna grab an A, open A, 7th fret of D, 6th fret of G, 5th fret of B, open E. We got an open A string there. Alright, so just keeping it simple. Back to the same part there. Another five taps on that. And then open A string. And come here and grab some harmonics on the 9th fret. Saying? 4 taps on each. And 3, come back for a 4th on the top on the B string. We're on 9th frets of G and B. Just like that one there is 5th fret to 7th fret. Sorry if I missed that. that main part. Only this time I'm not going to do that. Come up here and grab the 7th frets of D and G, and 10th frets of B and E. Go just 7, same pattern down to 5. This one here, just going from that G, and open D, 7th frets of G and E, 8th fret of B. 3 taps there, just 2 here. Open A to a 3rd fret of E. So just walk up D and G, walk up D and G open there. Right? So let's do a variation on that introduction though. So I want to make it all the way full and grab that A string, but let's just grab the 2nd fret there of D, 4th fret of G, 5th fret of B, open E. And we're pulling off that 4th fret down the 2nd fret of G. Alright, I'm going to come up here and grab our A chord. Kind of grabbing it in with a little bit of E too though. So we're grabbing that same shape we've been doing up here. Just bring it down here to the 4th fret. 4th of G, 4th of E, 5th of B. E chord, E major. So take that, but we're going to add our finger up here on the 5th fret of E. And just come down to an open D chord. Now it almost sounds a little better with that open E on there, but I'm hearing this walk down from G sharp to F sharp to E. Now there's going to be 2 guitars playing here. One's going to be doing some shit here, one's going to be going up here just to fatten up the mix, right? You're not just doubling down on guitars, it's the same shit. You got to move it up here. A lot of times motherfuckers bring that shit up here to play it live anyway. I'm not sure the story why, but if you watch that shit, you'll see it. Motherfuckers bring that shit up. Maybe they're just bored playing the motherfucker. I don't know. You'd have to fucking sort it out. Anyway. So, you can take that finger off there and leave that open E. I guess was the point of that fucking rant. We go from that D, kind of hybrid that bitch now. We bring our pinky up to that 3rd fret of E, make it a D5 or open D chord there, D major. Grabbing that 3rd fret, grabbing up on that 3rd of E there. Right, so we're going from. Right. Now we're just grabbing that open A, 2nd frets of G and B, and open E. Everything else stays the same. Now you can grab this bitch all kinds of ways. You can grab that there, instead of grabbing that, you can just go. You know what I mean? So just grab an A chord there. Also, there sounds like there's a little more movement. You're like, right? I think I'm pushing too hard on that maybe. So just keeping it 3 and 3 counts on that transition from those chords, right? So you can hybrid that and change that from that. I don't think that's how it goes. Anyway, give a little more separation. You know what I'm saying? If you're playing mostly a D chord there with a little bit of G on it. This way you're just playing G. Anyway, so here's something to check out. When I was sorting this bitch out, I figured, I'm like, this sounds fucking familiar to me. So, right, let me see. I think that's that song. Anyway, similarities, right? Sounds like the same shit. Alright, moving on to the verse here. After you you're hitting 5 open E's there before you come in on a pull off with a harmonic from 7 to 5 on the A string. Comes in kind of a weird timing there. Right? Get that harmonic on that 7th fret pull off. Back down to open back down to open E. Right? Harmonics, we're going from the 4th fret of E up to 5th frets of A and D. Right? 4th fret of E, 5th frets of A and D. We'll go back to 4th of E to the 3rd fret of E. Right? And we'll come back to that. We're going to do 2 taps now. We're cutting off that 5th one. We're only going 4. Right? 2 taps on that E string now. Now we're going to go 4 of E. 4 of E up to 5 of D, down to 5 of A. No, wait, no. Yeah. 4th of E, down D to A on 5. 4th of A, that's 5D, 5A, 4th of A, back to the 3rd of E. Alright, back to the same one we did the first time. Walking 4, up 5, E, A, D, 4, 5, 5 on E, or A, D, back to 4 of E. Alright. Back to that, and then I think we go to that, we come to the right, and we're gonna go one of D and G on the 5th, 7th of B, 12th of E to B, 5, 8, D to G, 7th B, 12th of E to B. Right? And then you come back. And it just sounds like that drill coming in again, but it could be just him making it sound that way. So just grabbing the 5th frets there of D and G. Put some fucking whammy on it. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I can't go through that, whatever you want to call that, creativity shit with a whammy bar. Anyway, so back. This we're going to pull off, well, however you do, get that open G string to ring out and dump that bar. Whoa! And yeah. open on A there, open 3 open, and come back to 5 open, on a 3 open pull off to the 5th fret, bend there on A, E. And come back into that riff. Real quick though, I just did a lesson on black and blue. Alright, that little fucking turnaround at the end of the first chorus for you. Yeah, anyway. Similarities, right? Same shit we're doing here. Also the, before we come into the, well, that almost sounds pretty good too there. You can change it if you like. It sounds more like a Joe Satriani song though. Something like that. Anyway, what was I? Anyway, so that right there, that's in the solo for Black and Blue also, right in the beginning. Anyway, I digress. So, back to the fucking second, this time we come in with 2 taps on that opening. The first time we get a little abbreviated thing there. Now we're gonna go, right? Still doing them 5 taps on the first time. Starting back on this second verse after we kind of broke away into that. Right? Right? The same shit we did, we're just kind of reversing it a little bit. We're going 4 E harmonic, 5 down from D A on 5, back to 4 on E, 3 on E. Right? Come back to that. We're doing a cut it off again though. Right? I'm just walking up 4 on E of 5s of A and D, back to the 4 now of A, back to the 3 of E. Right? And we're going to jump up a string. Right? Pulling off on that 7th of G or D, to open A. Cut off again on that thing. I'm going to go. Alright, now we're going from A, 4, coming down G to D on the harmonics there in the 5th to the 4th of D, from 4th of D to the 3rd of A. And this time we're going to do it, we're hitting 2 taps on that A string on the pull off, after the pull off. So 4 A, 5s from D to G, back to D. I'm gonna go 4 of D. For 4 of A, choose. I think it's A or D. To the 3rd of from the 4th of D to the 3rd of A. Alright. Come back to that. Another cutoff one, which is 1 on the after the pull off. Back to our same one. 4th of E, coming down from D to A. 4-3 on E. And then there's an now let me think now. Yeah, I think coming in. And then you pull off on 7 to 5 on A, and then just open E ringing and a slide. And I think walking back through that. Walking down 4, walking up from 4 to E. One of those. I might be leaving you hanging on this a little bit. Same shit though. Right? Alright. Come into that fucking, you know, I should write, I gotta try to remember these sons of bitches somehow. But if I do tabs for myself, I might as well just fucking do tabs and put them on the internet. You know, what's the fucking point of me doing these things if I'm putting tabs out there? You don't need to sit there and watch me show you where to put your fucking fingers. That's what the fucking tabs do. You know what I mean? Hopefully I'm trying to give you some fucking shit to push you up a little bit. Instead of just showing you shit. Alright, here we go. So kind of the same thing we had in the chorus. Right? Doing that. Letting off, doing that here too. So 3, we're going to catch that. Well, we're doing a B5 chord here on the 2nd fret of A, power chord there. Hitting that 3 times, and you can just hit them all loose. Or try to hit them all chords. Either way, I play with chords. So we're hitting 3 times there on a B5. Grabbing the open or letting that finger off to the 2nd fret of D, and back to the power chord. Alright? Alright, I'm going to walk open 2 on A string. I'm just going to power chords on the A string on the 3rd fret, down to the E string on the 3rd fret, 5th fret of A to the 5th fret of E, right? C5, down to a G, to D, to an A. 3 power chord, A, down to E, 3rd, 5th A, 5th E. Back to that beat. Right there. Alright, this time we're going to grab the open E string to the 2nd fret. Alright. Open 2 there, muted. Up to that 3rd fret power chord on A. 3rd fret power chord on G. And you want to slide up. 7th fret of D and G. 8th fret of B. Grab some vibrato on that son bitch if you can. I'm pulling off that 8th fret of B down to 7th fret. Going from a, what is that, a G to a D chord there. Alright. In between there, we're running at the open E muted, 2-3 muted on E to open A muted. Go back that same open A to 2nd fret of A. Alright, same shit. And this time around we're gonna go. Right, open 2-3 open 2-3 on E, open A, or we're gonna go. Instead of going, right, we're gonna do 1. Doing that pull off immediately. Right? That's how it was before. Whoa! changes a little bit there, of course. Right, now we're just grabbing that same chord we went from before. 5th frets of D and G, 8th frets of B and E. Maybe throw an open E, kill that A string. Maybe not. Anyway. Some kind of a dump there on the G string. Whatever harmonic you want to throw on there. So, right? That's it. Who does the dive on the G string? Harmonic. Come here. Alright, so we're grabbing 12th, 14th frets there of D and G. 14, 16 slide up. I think this is with a slide actually. So when you slide up there, 14, 16, G and E, G and E, G and D. 12 frets up to 14. And when you come to that 14, give it a nice little fucking slide down. Right? Right? Here we go. I'm just hammering on the 7th frets up to 9. D and G there. Slide in from 9 to 12, same strings, and give it another. Right? I know we're just going 9-7. 9-7, slide down 9-7 twice. Tap on 7. 3 taps on 5. Same shit. And we're just finishing up there on 16th frets of D and G. Then you come into a fucking wild solo. And everything on the back end is just a variation of that shit. You know what I mean? It's all the same chords, same shit. There's the one where so now we're just grabbing that. I don't know. Could grab that 2nd fret and rake all the way up. 2nd fret of A, 4th frets of D, G, and B. 2nd fret A, 4th frets D, G, and B. Then we're going to grab that 5th fret of B. Starting off grabbing that 5th fret of B for an E. Alright. Walking 5-4 there on B. 5-4 B, 4th of G. Down to the 4th of D. We'll go from that 4th of D up to the 4th of B to the 4th of G. Alright, I'm just going to grab that 5th fret. Hammer on pull off 4-5, back to 4 on B, and up on that 4th fret of G. Just grabbing the 2nd frets of D, G, and B. Good luck.